Hi, I'm Will, and I'll be your dance partner today for this computer dance. On our dance card for today, we'll be talking about the desktop and icons. In the description below are links to the key points that we will be covering. Let's do the dance. I'm going to go over what you're going to see on your desktop. You're going to notice that there's several different kinds of icons. These are icons. They're representations that represent something on the hard drive. You'll notice that some of these have a little arrow and some do not. As an example of this example, we're going to click on this example text shortcut. These shortcuts have the little arrow on them. And this is what the file says on the inside. It says, this is an example of a file containing text. And then it's got a number after it. We're going to get rid of that number. Leave the period, and we're going to save that. Close it. So now I'm going to go to the example folder and click on that. You'll notice that it also has a file called example file text. And this one, this icon, this representation is actually pointing to this one. This is an example of a file containing text. So what we have is the real file residing somewhere on your computer and a pointer file, an icon, a shortcut that is somewhere else. So if I go to this shortcut and I delete it, I'm going to right click on it, and with all files that are on your computer, if you right click on an icon on a file, you'll notice a menu will come up. The menu shows you everything that you're allowed to do with that type of file. You'll notice in this one that there is a lot of things that I can do here. In this case, I want to go down to delete. And to execute a function on this menu, you left click. So I'm going to click on delete, and it deletes our file. So right now I'm going to come back to our example file text. I'm going to right click on it so that I get the menu to come up. And this time I'm going to go down to send to, scroll over here and back up to where it says desktop create shortcut. And then I'm going to left click on that to perform the action. Left clicked on it and it created a new shortcut. So we click on that. See, we have the shortcut to our file. You can do that with anything that is on the computer. If there is a picture of a loved one and you want it easily accessible on the desktop, this whole area that we're seeing here is considered the desktop. If you'll right click on the file, we did before, that brings up the menu. And then we find what we want to do, and then we left click to perform the action. Right click brings up a menu, left click creates the action. So I just made a second icon. You'll notice it has the number 2. sometimes you'll have multiple icons someplace because accidents happen. You can remove one of those icons without fear that you're deleting the primary file. So, like I say, right click on the file that you want to delete and then left click on delete, and it sends it off to the recycle bin. On occasion, you should you'll notice when you look at the recycle bin, it has something in it. So if you right click on the recycle bin, you get a menu, and then you left click on empty recycle bin. Make sure that you want to get rid of the stuff, and you're going to say yes, and it empties. That helps keep the computer clean by emptying that on occasion. Close our folder here. I'm going to talk about a couple of these other icons that are on the desktop. You'll see this one, and you'll notice that it looks very similar to this Adobe Acrobat. What this particular icon is a file that is able to be read by the Adobe. So in this case, there is no little arrow, so this is the actual file. If I delete this one, it's gone. It goes to the trash. And you can retrieve it from the trash if you do this accidentally. So you don't have to panic when you do this. If you accidentally delete a file, what you'll do is, in this case, I'm just going to go delete. It sent it to the recycle bin. So if I go to the recycle bin now and I double click it, it opens up the recycle bin and shows me a list of the things that's in there. Our file that I just sent there is residing there, and if we right click on that, we can hit restore and it moves it back to the desktop. And that works wherever you deleted it. If you deleted it from the pictures folder and you hit restore, it'll put it back in the pictures folder. If you deleted it from documents, it goes back to documents. So it's not really a mystery on where these files are going. They're going back to the place that you deleted them. But one note about storage while we're talking about this. It's a preferred way to put documents in the documents folder. Example. We have desktop in our file explorer, and we found that by going down here to the bar, and there is a little folder, manila folder, and when you click on that, it opens the file explorer. And there's a list to the left. Yours will be different, but it's got some of the same basics. The desktop is all the icons that we see on the desktop. The downloads folder is where files coming in from the internet will mostly be. If you have AOL generally downloads files to the downloads folder. Pictures, you should do your best to put pictures into the pictures folder. This way they're not just all over your computer and they're in one place. Same with documents. And we'll go over this again probably in the next video about doing a little maintenance and cleaning up your computer to make it more functional for you. My goal here is to get you to be able to do these things for yourself and not have to rely on other people to come in. So thanks for stopping by, and let's do this again.